Yo, what is up gamers, it's Sebastian here, coming to you with a brand new video, and today we'll be discussing Burst of Destiny, or as some people like to call it, Bad of Destiny. Anyways, so today I'm basically going to be looking at what sort of impact will Burst of Destiny have on the format. And this is basically in response to me seeing a lot of content creators on the platform saying Burst of Destiny is going to warp up the format. It's like we don't need a ban list to warp up the format. But I'm going to be arguing against that. I'm going to be arguing that we do actually need a ban list in order for Burst of Destiny to be a good set. And by ban list, I mean like a ban list that actually does something. I think Tri-Brigade, as it stands right now, needs to die in order for Burst of Destiny to be a good set. So let me get into why, because I can already hear all the clacking of the people typing on their keyboard saying you're stupid, but I'm gonna just say no you. Yeah. Anyways, so let's get into what people will say first. Sword Soul. Why do I think Sword Soul won't be that good in the TCG? Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I'm gonna say I don't think Sword Soul is bad. I just don't think it's meta warping, which a lot of people seem to think it is. My reasoning for that is because a lot of the stuff that Sword Soul, a lot of the stuff in the OCG that makes Sword Soul good, this is not a factor in the TCG. Let's look at, for example, very many people know this fact. In the OCG, Mat C is at 3. Now, I'm not going to say that in order to make Burst of Destiny a good set, we should unban Mat C. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that Sword Soul is like one of the few decks that trades positively against Mat C. If you Mat C Muye, or however you pronounce it, the player that starts with Muyi will end up on 2 disruptions and they get to draw a card. This is whilst your opponent who Mat C's you only gets to draw 2 cards. So basically, if you can't do basic maths, 3 take away 2 is 1. Yeah. So basically, if you get Mat C'd when you're playing Sword Soul, you are going +1 against the Mat C, so you get a positive trade. Most decks do not actually trade positively into Mat C, and that's why I feel like Sword Soul has a lot of representation in the OCG that won't translate to the TCG. Because if you look at like Sword Soul versus Tri-Brigade, as we have Tri-Brigade right now, you'd think like, what? Tri-Brigade is just better. Like, hello? Have you read Revolt? Our producer's good. Surveyor's good. Like, Tri-Brigade just has so much better tools than Sword Soul does. It's just in the OCG, Sword Soul is better equipped at the general format than Tri-Brigade is over there. Also, I think Tenkin 2 actually does make a significant enough difference, but that's probably a video and for another time. But anyways, as I was saying, Sword Soul is just naturally better in the OCG because it's better equipped to deal with cards like Mat C, which other decks are not. Now, if you may have noticed in the TCG, we do not have Mat C legal. How? You may be wondering. Well, I don't know how. It's on like a website. You look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. But anyways, because we don't have Mat C in the TCG, a lot of the strength behind playing Sword Soul just isn't there. There's like not really that much benefit to playing Sword Soul anymore. That's as it stands right now. So what I'm saying right now is that if we were to inject Sword Soul into the meta right now, it would not be that popular. It just wouldn't be that strong. So what I'm suggesting, in order to make Burst of Destiny a good set, we have to have a ban list that actually addresses Tri-Brigade, and then we're also going to have to address Prank Kids. Because if you look at other stuff in the set, we have the Evil Twin Link 4. Oh my god. Anyways, what do you mean Prank Kids is a Raigeki? What? I want to do a Raigeki break, but this deck does double Raigeki? What the Anyways, yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, why the hell would you ever play Live Train when Prime Kids is at full power? So, that's not really a factor in this discussion. Another thing you might say is Flunder the Rees, or Flunder D's, or... what is their name? Anyways. God, I lost my train of thought now. Pog. Anyways. Yes, Philanderies suck. They're even worse than Drytron, which is like, how? How are they worse than Drytron? That's like actually embarrassing. Like, Live Train is just worse Prank Kids, and Philanderies are just worse Drytron. So, basically what I'm saying is that we have worse Tri-Brigade, worse Drytron, and worse Prank Kids in Burst of Destiny. So at that point, why would you play any of these decks? You just play the better versions, right? Like, that's just logical, I would assume, at least. Now, the final defense of Burst of Destiny is that it's going to introduce Destroy, Phoenix, Enforcer. But at this point, there's only one good... there's only one good card in Burst of Destiny as it stands right now. This, of course, isn't taking into account TCG exclusives or OCG imports that might make the set good. But basically... if there's only one good card in the whole set, it's not a good product. It's not a good set. And maybe Destroy Phoenix Enforcer will like blow up the format. I don't actually know. I think it fixes a lot of problems that Dragoon had. So I think it is the strictly better Dragoon, which, you know, finally a Burst of Destiny card that's actually better than something we have. But like, I don't think that's enough to say it's going to warp the format. What we're going to see is oh look, Prime Kids is playing Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Oh look, Tri-Brigade is playing Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Like, the decks we have already can play Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. It's not actually warping the format, it's just making every deck have Pankratops. Wow! Impressive. So, back to my original point. How do we make Burst of Destiny a good set? If you look at the fact that everything in Burst of Destiny outside of one card is just worse versions of what we have right now. Well, the solution is simple. We have a ban list that actually does something. I know, like, Charade Limit is probably enough, or like maybe Revolt Limit and Charade Limit. Like, we can't leave any mercy. Dodo to 1, or the Prank Kids to 2, you know, they did it to Gadgets, and that was really good here. So, you know, fuck it. Prank Kids, Lampsies, Fancies, Dropsies to 2. Unironically. Actually, I think like Dodo Limit is like a good hit as well. But like, we have to like look at these decks we have right now, and we have to actually like think of how do we decentivize people from wanting to play it. I think keeping Tri-Brigade in the format is fine. It's just we have to get rid of the current version of Tri-Brigade. Because in Synchro Storm we're going to see Lyrilusks, and so we have to keep Tri-Brigade as an engine around to like incentivize playing the new Lyrilusk cards. But outside of that, like, we can limit Charade, and that does not touch the new Lyrilusk Tri-Brigade deck. And we can also like ban Revolt. Maybe ban Revolt is a bit too harsh. Like, limit Revolt is also, I think, a good hit. I think I prefer, like, if you only do one Tri-Brigade hit, I think I prefer Charade Limit. But anyways, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to say, like, we have to go for the throat against the decks we have right now if we want Burst of Destiny to actually change the format. Otherwise, when we get to Burst of Destiny, we're just going to be playing in the same format again, but with Pankratops being in everyone's deck. Which, you know, I wouldn't call that a successful set. But anyways, that's been my rant for today. Basically, support ban lists. Please ban Tri-Brigade. Please ban Prime Kids. Get them out of the format. I want to play a new format, please. And until next time, I'll see you gamers later.